Hey everybody, and welcome back to something new on my channel. We are going to watch America's Got Talent pretty much every week, maybe. I'll explain how I got into this in a minute, but I do want to tell you I'm trying this. It was iffy on if I was going to do this or not, if we were going to figure out anything, but I thought, why not? Let me just give it a shot. I'll do it my way, see how it plays out. Hopefully often on these things, if we do them, you'll get guests with Mary and my man Mike, and because really this all stemmed from last year. They turned me on to watching this show, mostly because Howard Stern really brought me in, but then I really enjoyed the actual show and I got wrapped up in it. A lot of that is because the three of us usually get together and watch it and just, you know, make snarky jokes about the whole thing. But sometimes there are some really great talented people, like last year Piff the Magic Dragon should have fucking won, and we got tickets to go see him in July, so I'm very excited. But anyways, like I said, these videos may or may not continue. I'm gonna do a few of them. We'll see what you guys think. I can't wait, you know, get some feedback and all that, and we'll see how well they perform and if I want to keep doing them. Hopefully I will, because I was planning on it. But it's audition night, so I love auditions. Those are my favorites because I like the bad people. Now, Howard Stern's gone, so, you know, now it's Simon Cowell, so that could be interesting. I'm not as big a fan, of course, as him as I am of Howard Stern, but it should make the show a little more fun. But yeah, so I'm excited to go check this out and see the goods and see the bads, and I wanted to go in the Facts of Life theme song there, but I couldn't quite figure out any more of the lyrics. So I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna go watch this thing, and we should have fun doing it. So ready? Let's watch. Okay, so there you have it. I'm still sober, but I still really enjoyed that. I want to just talk about a couple things, then I want to go through each act, but I didn't realize how much I missed Nick Cannon until I saw Nick Cannon. I'm like, you know, he really makes this show enjoyable. I have to give it to him for that. Simon's pretty good. I don't really miss Howard. I mean, I miss Howard, but, you know, I'm enjoying Simon, although I feel like he might have softened up because he's not being as brutal, at least not what they're showing us, which is the other thing. I wish I got to see more of the bad acts. They really only showed you little tiny glimpses of the bad acts, except for the very end, of course, but we'll get to that. So first up, we had the comedian kid. I forgot, I didn't catch his name. He seemed very, very kind of rehearsed by his family and stuff. I got a real stage parent vibe off of there. Maybe that's just me, I don't know. He wasn't really funny. I'm not sure why they sent him through. I mean, maybe I'm a cruel bastard. Maybe I'm the new Simon in that sense. I don't know. I'm like, no. Actually, I thought he was much funnier when he wasn't doing material, quite honestly. So I give him props for that. So there was that one. Then we had the old guy and the dancing dog. The most entertaining part about that is when the dog was sniffing Nick Cannon's crotch. Because again, you know, I mean, the dancing dog thing, we've seen it before a million times, and it's funny for like 30 seconds, but there's no way that's gonna turn into its own thing or its own act or anything like that. You know, so it just doesn't do it for me. So then we have the clairvoyance. I don't know how the hell that worked. Usually I'm pretty good at, like, you know, figuring out the effect or figuring out the magic trick. This one takes some real thinking, and I just don't know. I mean, there are certain tricks they could have done for objects and stuff like that. When he goes out and finds a phone in the crowd, you know, she could know that's the first thing he's gonna look for because they ask so many people, but you know, then he knows the carrier, and that could have been a guess. But then things like the number on the lipstick or the expiration date on the eye drops, that's kind of freaky. Although it is a little interesting that those two were for judges. So I mean, it could be a plant. I doubt it. I don't know. That seems like it would defeat the purpose, because that seems like then they're just trying to entertain the home audience and the game is a bit rigged, which it might be. I mean, it's reality TV, so there's nothing real about it really. So, but still very, very enjoyable, and I'm glad they went through because I do want to see more of them and see where they go with their act and hopefully make it something more interesting over time. Okay, now we have Lincoln Bridge. Now, they're from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm in Lexington, Kentucky, so, you know, I mean, I got a little bit of hometown rooting for them. At first, I was like, I don't know about this, and they reminded me of, like, a bad Key and Peele sketch. At first, they really did, and the guy that was off to the right of my screen really looked a lot like T-Dog from The Walking Dead, so, I mean, not exactly, but pretty close. So that was messing with my head a little bit. But then when they opened their mouths and they started singing, yeah, they're really, really good. So, you know, they're not really my total cup of tea, but they're really good. I'm glad they went through, and we'll see more of them, and we'll see what we think as the show goes on. Then we got the boy band, and they come out as Spice Girls in drag, which at first I'm like, oh, this is promising. This could be really cool. Then they lip sync. Boo. No one thinks lip syncing is a fucking talent. If you know anything about pop culture, you know, anytime an artist actually lip syncs and people find out, it is looked down upon. And they were kind of poorly lip syncing, so it was interesting when they got them to actually sing, and I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, nope, X. Not a lot of X's in this show, actually. Only one act got fully X'd out that they showed us. Other than that, you usually got one X, maybe two, but I think just mostly one. Anyways, glad that was over quick. Okay, Hada, however you say it, visual arts magician thing, that was fucking amazing. Right now, he's got my vote. Like, he's the one I'm rooting for most at the moment. I love the rear and front screen projection with magic tricks and just the artistic direction of all that. He's gonna have a tough road figuring out, you know, how to keep one-upping himself to make a show, but that's the kind of show that if you can put together an hour's worth of that kind of stuff and it really flows and goes somewhere, I'm buying a ticket. So I'm excited for that. So definitely into that dude. Okay, Rose and Charlie, I just had a feeling it was not gonna go well from the get-go. I mean, they're kind of cute. It's weird, the Charlie kind of actually reminds me of my mailman a little bit. If he put on like a Elvis wig and shaved his face or whatever, he just got something similar. But it was interesting that he started forgetting the words, and I'm like, he's forgetting the words, and then he was definitely forgetting the words. And it's actually really funny with Simon and playing the song and wanting to strip. It sounded like the technical difficulty was the CD was like fucking up. So I don't know if they brought their own track. They probably brought their own track and just something was formatted wrong, because that was very unusual. It wasn't just being cut off. It was like doing that digital skipping kind of thing and then cutting off. So that was interesting. And then of course at the very end backstage and she's like, I peed on myself, where's the bathroom? I'm like, oh, ugh, ick. By the way, in those in-between scenes, did I see a guy with a Jesus puppet? Why don't I get to see that act? I want to see a guy with a Jesus puppet, or is that just too out there for mainstream network television? I don't know, but I loved that. Okay, and then it's like, oh no, mouth tape shut. Is he gonna be a mime? But I did like that he adjusted the mic when he came out as if he was gonna say anything. And then it's one of those things where it starts and you're like, what? And then it's kind of funny. And you're like, okay, that's funny, but this can't go anywhere. And then it does go somewhere, and like kind of the illusion of what he's doing is really effective. It's pretty funny too when the oven mitt goes down and like scratches his crotch. He's like, and a very, very expressive face, which makes a big, like a lot of it. Really, his puppeteering and like the dancing with himself was actually really great, but it was also his expressions that really killed me. He reminds me of a young James and or Sean Gunn, just in that look. Like I could see those guys, if their career had taken a different path, that they would be doing that. So that was awesome. Okay, Ryan and Amber Lynn, nope. Don't want to watch it, don't want to see it, hate that it fucking went through. Simon, I do appreciate you apologizing to America in advance. Fucking can't stand that shit, that is not the shit for me. I don't really consider like that or Danger Acts to be really talent as much as it's just stunts, which, I mean, there's a talent to stunts in a way that there's a talent to everything, but it's not like talent. So I don't enjoy that stuff at all. Plus it's just gross, and you know, I just, no, not my cup of tea. Please get them out of there. Please vote them off, whatever. No, there's so much better talent. Again, these are all just my opinions, but no. No, I'm with Mel. I'm like, nope, not gonna watch this. Okay, now we get to Laura. This was interesting because then they start cutting to some bad acts. So we actually got some bad acts. I do appreciate that. Yeah, the three boys singing, terrible. I completely agree with Simon about the unmemorable guitar singing girl. You know, just at least what little they showed. You know, nothing great there. Would have liked to have seen more of that kind of stuff in the show because I like the X's. Then the girl came out and it's like really nervous and her body language is really nervous. And then just as soon as she starts singing, man, that is awesome. And you know, I'm not a huge opera fan. I don't really want to have to listen to that all season long, but she's probably gonna go far because she's a cute little girl. She's nice, she's humble, and she's really talented. But it was interesting how different, like everything just changed as soon as she opened her mouth before she was applauded or anything. So I don't know, I don't think it was an act. I really don't, but you know, I don't know, who knows, right? People can trick you sometimes, but still, very, very talented. I understand why they sent her through. Not sure why they gave her the gold buzzer, other than the fact that, I mean, they have to use it every week, I suppose, because they were clearly all gonna vote her through anyways. I would have saved the golden buzzer, but the rules on how they can use that, I'm a little confused on in terms of do they only get that once per show or what, but whatever. And then we get to the final act, Greg, and I'm like, oh God, another Danger Act. Here we go, this is gonna be lame. Wasn't expecting them to do a terrible XXXX act at the very end, so that was a little shocking, but I'm glad he got X, because I'm like, really? Really? How did he even get through the audition process? So, I don't know. But anyways, I do appreciate the Benny Hill music as they're all chasing each other around at the end, so that was really, really cool. But I enjoyed this. I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Let's comment. What did you think? Who was your favorite? Who was your least favorite? Who do you want to see more of? Who would you have given the golden buzzer to? Let me know if you're liking these videos, if this is something you're interested in, because again, I don't know if I'll keep doing these. I'm gonna do at least a few. So let's talk about it in the comments. Let's geek out. It doesn't always have to be superhero stuff, you know, so let's do that. Thumbs up of encouragement if you like this and you like what we're doing here. Subscribe if you're new and you haven't, because we do all kinds of nerdy, geeky things every single day. And share with your friends so they can come geek out with all of us, all right? So guys, I'm gonna get on out of here and I'm gonna go do some more fun stuff for the rest of the Ninja Turtle week and pour me a drink and have some fun. So I will see you guys later.